Hi, I'm Mike from Trucks Accessories, and I'm here to tell you about our hottest new LED light series, the Dual Revolution. A lot of people have asked us over the years if we can invent a light that can change color. With that challenge in mind, our engineers created the 4X40. This revolutionary LED light is the newest technology in the trucking industry. All the diodes can change from red to white, functioning both as a stop, turn, and tail, and a white backup, all in one. Let's go check it out. So here we are in front of this beautiful 2006 Peterbilt. It's finally time to see the 4X40 in action. Let's check out the two functions in one. Stop, turn, tail, backup, all in one light. Now let's go see how it's installed. What also makes this light special is the easy installation. First, simply plug in your standard 3-prong pigtail for the red stop, turn, and tail functions. Next, simply connect the extra yellow wire into your backup wiring for the white backup function. It's as easy as that. The newest trend right now is providing more white light so truckers can see better when reversing. The 4X40 meets such demand by turning LEDs from red to white. This in turn will make your job safer and more efficient. Due to this groundbreaking light being so successful, we have created a full range of models for the back of your truck and trailer. Please visit our website for more details on our complete product line.
Hola, soy Danny de Trucks Accessories. Estoy aquí para presentarles la nueva serie Dual Revolution. Muchas personas a través de los años nos han preguntado como líderes de la industria de crear una línea innovadora de LEDs. Con el desafío en nuestras manos, nuestros ingenieros han creado la 4X40, teniendo como función su freno, su direccional, circulización y su reversa a la misma vez. Vamos a chequearlo. Ahora vamos a ver las luces en acción. Freno, direccional, circulización y la reversa. Todo en una sola luz. Innovando la industria, ahora vamos a ver cómo se instala. También lo que hace esta lámpara especial es la simple instalación. Conectas tu conector de 3 puntos para el freno, direccional y circulización. Después el cable amarillo se conecta en el sistema de reversa del camión. Así de simple. La nueva tendencia es proveer más iluminación en el momento que el camión está haciendo reversa y que el conductor tenga mejor visibilidad. La serie Dual Revolution cumple con todos los estándares de que los diodos cambien de rojo a blanco. Esto a su vez hará que su trabajo sea más seguro y más eficiente. Debido a esta innovadora luz siendo tan exitosa, hemos creado una gama completa de modelos para la parte posterior de tu camión y tráiler. Visita nuestro sitio web para más detalles en nuestra línea completa.
You know Minimizer makes the industry's toughest fenders, but did you know that Minimizer also makes the industry's toughest floor mats? That's right. Our floor mats bring you the same quality and dependability that you've come to expect from Minimizer. Whether it's spilled coffee stains or unsightly rain, mud, and snow, Minimizer's textured and grooved floor mats are designed to protect the floor of your semi-cab for years to come. In a tough industry, you need tough floor mats. Minimizer's floor mats are made of a proprietary thermoplastic designed to hold up to the daily abuse of the heavy-duty trucking industry. And because you spend your hard-working days in your semi-cab, you deserve to have an easy, effective cleaning system. Our tray system design delivers that ease. Minimizer's floor mats offer all this plus more. We make floor mats customized to fit your rig. Our engineers use cutting-edge technology to scan the interior measurements and angles of each specific make and model to ensure an exact fit and easy installation. A retention hook keeps your floor mats in place for years to come. Minimizer floor mats, built for hardworking, tough people in a tough industry. Tested and tortured before they're used on your floor, and made in the USA. Those are Minimizer floor mats. Find a distributor today. Call 800-248-3855 or visit minimizer.com.
Today we're going to talk about Extreme Clean. Extreme Clean is a new filtration for cabin air filters. It's a product that's impregnated with carbon charcoal filtering as well as Arm & Hammer baking powder. The reason we impregnate this filter right here is because we want to eliminate odors. Drivers today are looking for a safe, healthy environment to work in, and by removing the odors and particulate matter within the cab of the truck, we give them the opportunity for a safer, healthier environment. Drivers today are spending anywhere from 8 to 12 hours driving in cabs with pollen, road dust, cigar smoke, animal dander, human dander floating around in the cabin. Extreme Clean removes that particulate from the atmosphere in the cabin. It's 95% efficiency at 5 microns, so it's a pretty tight filter and keeps the cabin clean. Cabin air filtration also is an opportunity if you're an installer to increase your margins. Cabin air filters take roughly 15 minutes to replace, and every vehicle on the road today has a cabin air filter. So stop by the Lubrifiner webpage, take a look at the downloads on cabin air. We have the ability to give you training on installation, quick and easy installation tips, as well as allowing you to choose the product, the right product for your truck. Today we're going to talk about Lubrifiner University. Lubrifiner University is a value add that Lubrifiner is bringing to our customer partners. Lubrifiner University is a training module that's broken down into 2 different modules, the art of the sale and the science of filtration. Lubrifiner University is aimed at counter people, salespeople, as well as technicians. We want to give people a basic knowledge on the construction of filters and how a filter works, as well as how a salesperson should sell a Lubrifiner product. Give them the tips, the value adds, and the tricks to sell filtration to encourage success and help grow our partners' business. Stop by and see Lubrifiner University at www.lubrifiner.com.
Tired of having mud flaps ripped off and ruined? Then get the newest product from Minimizer. Fast Flaps. Fast Flaps secure your mud flaps without sacrificing strength. And when it comes to ripping off those mud flaps, it simply doesn't happen without a major force. That means Fast Flaps will release the mud flaps without causing any tears or damaging the flap. And it takes 500 pounds of pressure to release, so don't worry about losing a flap until it's backed over. You're probably thinking, great, how long is it going to take me to reinstall mud flaps? No worries. With Fast Flaps, all you have to do is take a standard screwdriver, pull the Fast Flaps apart, and then insert the mud flap. It really is that easy. Fast Flaps are the fastest, easiest solution for securing mud flaps. They'll save you time and money. Installing a flap takes seconds, and you don't have to spend any more cash on new flaps or pay expensive fines for driving without a flap. So get Minimizer Fast Flaps today. Today we're going to find out what makes these fenders unique and how to install them properly.
Also going to show you some neat stuff these guys make for truck boxes, and we're going to get to work on a show truck.
All this on the Big Rig edition of Motorhead Garage. Hey, welcome to Motorhead Garage. Well, Sam and I are on the road today, and we're right out here in the middle of Minnesota.
That's right, we're in a town called Blooming Prairie, and this, of course, is a town that popped up because there was a need for the farmers.
Exactly. You know, a railroad comes through and you got literally thousands of acres of farmland around here. Well, the farmers need a way to get their crops to market, hence Blooming Prairie. I guess at one time it was called Boozing Prairie, and we won't get into that.
That's right. So today, we're going to show you exactly how some fenders are made and how to install them.
Okay, Craig, so all we have to do now is just drop this down. We're ready to put them on, right?
Correct.
Okay, Sam, go ahead and drop her down.
All right, bud.
Hey, folks, we're here at Minimizer getting ready to put on fender covers here on our Big Rig. And I want you to meet Kruckberg here, who's the owner of this business. And Craig, you know, these fenders, I've seen trucks with beat up fenders, they're rusted, they're tore up. You've solved the problem here, haven't you?
Correct. You know, what you're seeing on the road is metal fenders all dented and fiberglass cracked. We've created a plastic fender.
Yeah, and these fenders do a lot to help protect the cab and everything else, don't they, Sam?
Oh, yeah, well, these are super durable, and you know, as you know, some states require fenders, and especially if you're bobtailing. But you know, the deal is you got dual wheels back there, and they have a tendency to pick stuff up between the wheels and pitch them. The bottom of your trailer, the back of your cab. In fact, you've seen that even go through the window of a day cab.
Correct.
And these are really rugged and strong. But you know, while you guys are solving the mysteries of fenders, I'm going to go do some shopping.
That's what I thought. You know, Craig, I noticed this is really light compared to like other fenders.
Right, it's about half of a aluminum fender. About 13 pounds there.
All right, now this is plastic. You've got it, this looks like silver, or looks like polished aluminum or stainless steel.
It's actually got a chrome finish on it.
That is cool. Now, to install these things is pretty easy. You don't have to really drill any holes. It's fairly simple to do.
Correct.
So what we did is we dropped the truck here so we can actually establish kind of the clearance at the lowest level between the wheel and your fender, right?
Right.
Okay, so what's the next step now we need to do to install these
What we'll
fenders?
do is we can shim up, we'll take the boards that we have here and we shim up the fenders, because when you let the air out, if you set the fenders too low, the fenders will rub on the tire.
Okay, so you're using these then as your gauge to generate that.
Give you a little bit of clearance, so if you let the air out.
Okay, good. All right, we'll set the fender up there and we'll get started. You know, when you get one of these fender kits from Minimizer, it comes complete. You get the fender plus all the hardware, and you don't have to do any drilling or anything. It'll bolt right on. First step is you take your tube here, your swivel mount, and now, where do you mount it, Craig?
Correct. You want to find a huck bolt on the frame that you're going to have to eventually cut off and use our bolt to replace it.
All right, now these right here, these are called huck bolts.
Correct.
Okay, so we cut those off. We've got to locate it first, then cut them off, and then we can mount it, right?
Right, and so this one here looks to be about the right spot, and so yeah, it does. It fits right up there. So we'll cut that one there.
Well, there we have one bolt to go and several more to go, actually. We're going to keep working on it. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Slide our tube on like so. You can see this is ribbed, so you get a nice clamping force on there. We'll just leave that loose. Next step is we'll put our front bracket on. And Craig, I want to show the folks what comes in this kit. You get all the bolts, nuts, plus all the spacers in this thing. And with your swivel bracket, I notice here, this has got a lot of ribs on it. I guess that's so that gives it some teeth so you can
Correct.
clamp those tubes on there.
Right.
especially if you're using like a plastic tube or something.
Yep, and it allows it to, like you said, take a bite.
Right. And also you got 2 holes here, which will give you some flexibility for mounting, right?
It'll allow you 4 inches of movement, 6 inches of swivel.
Good. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll get these on, and we get this thing bolted up.
Okay. I'm gonna have one of my guys underneath so you don't have to.
I'm glad.
Yep. Have it, Phil?
You got her on there.
Yes.
Okay, now the next step is we've got our spacers here so we can measure the distance, maintain the distance between the fender and the tire. And you go ahead and put your tube on there.
If you can grab the fender here, we'll set that up and center it.
Okay, there you go. Gonna work for you?
Just lift it straight up and we'll go right over the top.
Oh, okay, like that?
Yep. And I'll take your side down and we'll put my side on.
Oh, there we go. All the knowing how, isn't it?
It is. Okay, and we have to step back and make sure we're measured properly from the floor.
Okay, so you're gonna measure from the bottom of the fender down to the floor to make sure that's even on both sides.
Correct. You can eyeball it, but it's always best to be safe.
Good deal.
Okay, we're at 23 here.
23. How about 22 and a half here?
We're coming your way a little bit.
Yeah, 21, and that might be too far.
Shit. Yep, a little bit. I'll bring it back.
Which way you want to go?
Bring it towards me. Okay, I'm at 23.
Okay, that should do it.
And then if you can slide that pipe forward once you get that
Let me
measure.
see what I got. Yep. Let me check mine. Okay. We're in good shape.
Okay, push that pipe forward and we'll be set to measure.
All right. I'd say we're in business there. All right, Craig, well, we got our fender located. Now it's time to drill the holes, or at least put on the mounting U-bolts. And you can see in the kit, you get U-bolts like this. It's got nuts on it. These are stainless too, aren't they?
Correct.
And you also have your backing plates that go with it. So what's the trick on this?
So what you want to do is once you get your fenders centered, front and back, right to left, you want to slide the U-bolt over, center it on one of our 3 ribs, and then take a marker and mark the spot where you want to drill the holes. And also, if you want to make sure it's correct, you can slide this up there, get your first mark, and then this hole is going to be perfect. You won't have to do any movement.
Use that for a drill guide.
Correct.
Great. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll get this marked off and we can drill it.
Family owned and operated for over 25 years. And by New England Welding, makers of Carrymore, the best truck bed extender on the market. And by Landmark, a one-stop shop for transportation solutions. And by Gear Wrench, official tools of Motorhead Garage.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage. Well, we're here in the Minimizer factory, and this is where it all happens. This is where they make everything. In fact, this is an actual vacuum forming machine.
Correct. What we do is the sheet that I showed you. Right. We put the sheet inside the oven, It gets clamped into a frame, goes in the oven. The oven is just like your oven at home.
Okay.
It gets up to 325, 350 degrees, and what it's doing is it'll heat the sheet to bubblegum consistency.
Ah, so it gets kind of sticky and soft.
Right, pliable, right, pliable.
Okay.
And so then what'll happen is you'll get to a certain temperature, it'll come out, the two frames will come together
Okay.
and create a seal, and when that happens, the vacuum will kick on.
Okay.
And
The vacuum's applied to that die where the fender is. What's the vacuum's purpose?
the vacuum will suck all the air out of it, because you're taking a flat, gooey sheet, and you need to form around something, so it sucks all the air out, and wraps it around the tool.
Cool. All right. So then it sits in there for how long?
It'll be in there for about 5 minutes in a heating cycle, and then it'll sit on, it's got to get hard again so we can take it off.
Right.
And so once it gets hard after about 5 minutes cooling, and then when it comes off of that, and we take it over to the robot so we can finish it up.
So this is, I can see here, the robot trim, huh?
Correct, this is how we trim out the final part.
Okay.
And so I've got one loaded here. If you'd like to hit the green button over there to start the cycle.
You're going to trust me with your machinery?
It's only one little button.
This one here, huh?
That's it.
All right.
So now that'll go into the
goes in.
robot.
Uh-huh.
And as you can see here, that's the finished part.
I see.
It comes off the robot. You can see how the drop is falling off. Now that's an actual done part.
Great, that's a completed fender. And of course, that's nice and safe. I can hear that thing screaming in the background. It's cutting it apart, huh?
Correct.
So tell me what you got here.
What we do here, you got the chrome fender. It's cool. But now it even gets cooler if you start throwing lights in it.
Boy, that is nice. Look at that. And these are just regular...
Just the simple LED lights that they pop right in. And on the back side, being that we start with a single sheet like we've seen over in the manufacturing department, we have to weld a plate into the back.
Uh-huh.
On the back side here, I'm going to let Trevor show you how to do that here.
I see you got different colors those ways. You make these in black and
Black, white, silver, red.
Cool.
A liquid palladium color and also the chrome.
That's great. So he just eyeballs that in there to
Yeah,
cover it?
he just lays a plate in on the back side here, and it uses a plastic welder. When you weld plastics, the two materials have to be the same,
Right.
and then the material that you're using, it's just like toothpaste. A hot toothpaste. So he just welds that right in.
So look at this. Now, this was trimmed off the side of one of those fenders, huh?
Correct.
That's a lot of material, isn't it?
We don't want to waste it. I mean, it's valuable material. So when they take it off the robot, they throw it in these carts, and we wheel it back here. We throw it into the grinder. It's like a tree shredder that you'd see on the boulevard, guys trimming trees, and then it gets vacuumed up, and the material falls into the box, and we send that back, and they use it back in our material again.
So
Just a continuous cycle.
the people that you got your original stuff from, your raw material, they take it back, make those sheets again.
Correct.
That's a great way not to waste any material. That really keeps the landfills nice and empty. So this is, where it all takes place, and you got it all done here. You got anything else?
Well, we got one more thing I'd like to show you and give you a look at.
Let's go.
Oh, look at what I found right here.
What you got, man? You got a refrigerator?
Hey, yeah, no, this is one of those box bolts up to the chassis,
The
utility
truck
box, great.
Yeah.
Look at this, all sealed on the inside.
Boy, that's rugged, too.
It is, and look at this. Locks up nicely. Put her down there, even got a lock on that.
So you make these, huh?
24 and a 36-inch box. That's our 24 that you see there.
Uh-huh. This is like goes on the rollback records, a place to put their chains. And
Yep.
I know some of the guys even put their hydraulic levers in there, don't
Correct.
they? That's really neat.
That is a nice piece. I'll tell you, it's amazing what you see when you're just kind of waltzing around in a man's business.
You have been waltzing around while we were over there in the factory working.
I know, but take a look over here.
What's that?
I found, Sam, a genuine mud flap making machine.
A mud flap
A
making
mud
machine.
flap making machine. They got it right here.
If you want to show him how to make a mud flap, go ahead. Just hit the switch of the blue
Ought
button.
to hit
up
the
there.
blue button and then
Put
both
your
hands
hands
in
in there and have at her.
there. All right, let's see what.
We already have a blank in there, so let's see what it makes.
Well, I got it working.
That's a press, isn't it?
So it's a 50-ton press. That's why they keep your hands out of there.
So that makes the operator make
Right.
sure he knows where his
Oh,
hands
so
are.
now can I take that out?
Pull it out.
Oh, you're not going to believe this.
Oh, that's nice. Little piece of tape on here.
I'll be darned. What do you think of that, folks? Motorhead Garage mud flap.
Mine. Can I keep this?
Yes, you can.
Great.
Gentlemen, there's one more thing. We have a show truck we'd like to show you.
All right, should I shut off that machine?
We'll let the guys worry about it after we leave.
All right, let's go see that truck.
I'm taking this.
You can have it. I don't have a truck.
It's pretty, ain't it?
It sure is. Man, there's a lot of work to making these things sparkle. I can tell you that from the way it's looking.
Tell you what, when you look at these fenders, This is a little different style than we put on the other truck.
Right, this is straight across, and the install we use single axle. We cover each axle individually. This one covers it in a span.
Boy, these are really pretty.
Now, what's the trick to taking care of these things so you don't mess them up?
Unlike a chrome or a stainless fender, we just go to work and wash them off, soap and water. No polish. You wax it if you want. You don't need to use chrome polish. It always looks like this with soap and water.
Well, I tell you what, this is a fantastic truck, and it takes a while to get it all cleaned up. And you can see the guys here right now waxing or polishing, cleaning. Takes them quite a while to get everything done to detail out for a show, doesn't it?
Anybody that does a show truck, they're pretty particular. If you look at the bolts, even the heads all line up straight.
But I'll tell you what, it's pretty nice. Well, I want to thank you for letting us come down here. Yep. It's been great to see how you do all this.
And I worked pretty hard, you know, doing all this.
I know you worked pretty hard.
Yeah.
But appreciate the tour.
No, thank you for joining us at Minimizer.
Well, folks, we had a great time. Hope you did too. We'll see you again next time here on Motorhead Garage.
Bye.
Boy.
Got a ways to go, though. He's got some things.
All bolt on. Nice.
No problem with road salts or corrosions of any sort. That's probably the number one thing. That and no cracks for weld repair. Those two things are sellers for me. They're there to stay.
I blowed a tire, blowed the fender off, 5 cars run over it, went back, picked the fender up, put it right back on the truck with new brackets and everything. Still running the fender today.
I really like them now because we blew a tire and I bent the fender and we straightened it out.
Minimizer fender is the right fit for our product because of the durability, the name recognition. Customers love it. It holds up well for them. It's easy for us to install. So, you know, it's just a great fit for us. We try to use name brands that people know, and Minimizer's one that the truckers recognize. So.
Minimizer Tire Mask is a disposable wheel mask kit. It will help you save money by reducing masking and cleanup time while providing a professional finish. It is ideal for use with spray gun or aerosol paints. Watch how easy it is to use. After Trevor sands and preps the wheel, he applies the reusable hubcap and the tire mask. He then paints the wheel the color of his choice. Once the paint dries, he removes the hubcap and the tire mask. Next, Trevor applies the rim shield portion of the wheel mask kit to paint the center hubs and lugs. He paints the hubs and lugs black to give his front and rear rims a customized look. You can also use the rim shield portion of the wheel mask kit to paint just the hubs and the lugs on steel or aluminum wheels. Minimizer Tire Mask products are ideal for use on medium and heavy-duty trucks, trailers, and buses. Minimizer Tire Mask is available in 16-inch, 17.5-inch, and 19.5-inch for medium-duty vehicles. Minimizer Wheel Mask Kit is available in 22.5 and 24.5-inch for heavy-duty vehicles. The Wheel Mask Kit includes tire maskers and rim shields. Minimizer Tire Mask, making a tough industry a little easier. Tested and tortured before it's used on your wheels and made in the USA. That's Minimizer Tire Mask. Find a distributor today. Call 1-800-248-3855 or visit minimizer.com.
These are the Minimizer Proving Grounds. This is where perfectly good fenders come to be dropped, hit, burned, froze, pelted, crushed, and annihilated by engineers using any and all means necessary to prove that a Minimizer fender outperforms and outlasts all other poly and metal fenders. Oh, in case you're wondering, the tests they conduct at the Minimizer Proving Grounds are not real world. They're a whole lot worse. This is the primary test subject for punishment. Meet the Minimizer fender. Its build is tough, rugged, and ready for whatever life and the road throws at it. Let's see if Minimizer fender is everything it claims to be. It's a cold world, and it's about to get a whole lot colder. Welcome to the Arctic Cold Test. Proving Ground engineers will subject off-the-shelf fenders to liquid nitrogen, so we can see how well they resist shattering in cold temperatures. Make that super cold. If you didn't already know, liquid nitrogen is about 320 degrees below freezing. In fact, it's so cold that you can turn a near mushy banana into a rock-hard hammer. Our cold combatants for the Arctic Cold Test will be the Minimizer fender against a standard poly fender. Now, the only question: who can withstand the chill and who will shatter under the pressure? Getting the deep freeze treatment first is the poly fender. The Proving Ground engineers add a bit of liquid nitrogen, and in no time, the fender temperature dips way down below freezing. And here comes the sledgehammer. Oh, ouch. Time for the science. The nitrogen is about 320 degrees below freezing. Thanks to the liquid nitrogen, the Proving Ground engineers were able to chill the fender to roughly 21 degrees below zero. And let's not forget the sledgehammer. It's a 16-pound sledgehammer, traveling on an arc that's about 9 feet long, at an average speed somewhere near 25 miles per hour. This creates a load of force all directed at a very cold surface. And since the poly fender was frozen, it didn't flex. It just shattered like glass. So what happens when we chill the Minimizer fender? It's time to find out, but the odds don't look good. And the Minimizer fender flexes without fracturing, despite being frozen with liquid nitrogen. Using the slow motion camera, you can see how the Minimizer's superior hybrid poly absorbs the blow without being damaged. The bottom line, when it comes to the Arctic Cold Test, Minimizer fenders shatter the competition. It's time for something the engineers at the Minimizer Proving Grounds refer to as disaster from above. In this test, disaster is represented by a 100-pound anvil hanging 16 feet in the air. At that height and weight, we'll be delivering a whole lot of pure damage-inflicting force. Impact is sure to be ugly. And who, you ask, are victims for this test? Well, that's easy enough to guess. Test subject number 1, the Minimizer fender, and test subject number 2, the classic metal fender. Let's see who will collapse under the pressure and who can take the impact. The test begins by placing a Minimizer fender into the drop zone. Now, let's break down the science of just what happened. When hoisted up, it's 16 feet above the target. As it drops, it covers those 16 feet in about 1/4 of a second. That means it's traveling at an average speed of 20 miles an hour. Do a little math, and you end up with a punishing 21,693 newtons. That equates to 4,876 pounds of force delivered at impact. Now let's see what all those numbers mean when we apply them to a metal fender. Same test, same anvil, same pounds of force, but a very, and I do mean very, different outcome. When it comes to the death from above test, the clear winner is Minimizer fenders. Welcome to a little test we like to call Hardball. This is a pitching machine with the uncanny ability to hurl projectiles like a baseball or, say, a pool ball at speeds approaching 100 miles an hour. And at the other side of the proving grounds is where the unlucky catcher of our comic quick pool ball will be positioned. Sure, we could tell you this test is to simulate how well a fender can stand up to flying road debris and potential puncture damage. I mean, we really could tell you that, but we won't. Really, this test just sounded like fun. Leading off, in front of the Proving Grounds firing squad is the Minimizer fender, with a stainless fender warming up in the on-deck circle. Let's see if either one of them is ready for the Hall of Fame. The hardball test begins by placing the Minimizer fender in the test zone. So let's look inside the numbers. The pool ball weighs 6 ounces. The pitching machine, well, it's projecting the pool ball at about 95 miles per hour, and the distance traveled from machine to impact is 28 feet. In other words, it's packing a powerful punch. But how well can the Minimizer fender stand up to multiple punches? According to our Proving Grounds engineers, there's only one way to find out. The result is the same. Plenty of impact, not a single sign of damage. Now at the plate, an oh so shiny fender. Yep, that one left a mark. And the more pool balls, the more marks. Like that one, and that one, and that one, and well, you get the idea. Our once pretty fender looks thoroughly bludgeoned by a hailstorm from hell. In the Hardball Showdown, the championship pennant goes to Minimizer fenders. It's time for the Proving Ground engineers to gear up for a test they like to call tank cakes. Basically, we're making pancakes, but instead of the buttermilk batter, we're using fenders, and rather than a skillet, we had our friend Randy bring his tank. Meet Tootsie, a British military GKN Sankey FV432 to be exact. And no, we're not putting any fenders on the tank. We're putting the tank on the fenders. In this test, Randy's tank will run over each fender to see how well it responds to being crushed. Then, we'll see if the fender can bounce back to its original form and function. Oh, in case you might be wondering, the FV432 weighs just a smidgen over 15 tons. And who is going to war against the tank? In the red corner, you have the Minimizer fender. And in the black corner, a fiberglass fender. Let's see which of these combatants, if any, can take the weight. First up in the test zone is the Minimizer fender. As you can see, Tootsie is no lightweight, and it looks like she did a whole lot of damage. But look here, the Minimizer fender is easily popped back into shape and ready for more. So let's break down what happened. The slow motion footage shows every crushing millisecond of Tootsie's 30,000 pounds as she completely deforms the Minimizer fender into a pancake. Now, let's find out how well a fiberglass fender will fare against Tootsie in the same test. It's not pretty. In fact, it's pretty much total fender annihilation. It's an easy call to make. In the Battle of Tank Cakes, it's the Minimizer fender 1, fiberglass fenders 0.
Over 30 years of experience in the market. Experts in processing fiberglass reinforced plastic. Over 30 years of manufacturing, distribution, and service. Over 30 years of innovation and development at Titan Hoods. Tractocamiones y Representaciones is proud to be a Mexican company specialized in the design, production, and marketing of parts made of reinforced plastic, different kinds of metals, and thermoform plastic for industry in general, with a special focus on automotive manufacturing. In 1977, Titan Hoods began its operations in the field of tractor trailers. First as a distributor of new trucks, then as a shop for truck body shop and rebuild, and finally as a leader in the manufacture of aftermarket parts for heavy trucks. Since then, its mission has been to be the manufacturer with the greatest variety and quality in its products, offering its customers the best service as required by their business profile. Through ongoing personnel development, specialized training, teamwork, and a technological approach, Titan Hoods has grown to become one of the leading spare parts suppliers in the truck industry. By pursuing continuous improvement day after day, reinforcing our strengths, and focusing on our customer satisfaction as our main objective, we are currently working toward ISO 9001-2008 certification and the development of core tools such as APQP, AMIF, SPC, PPOP, MSA. It is by mixing the resistance of fiberglass with technology and the human factor that we have managed to maintain our position in this increasingly demanding and globalized industry. As a business expansion strategy, it created another Mexican company to support product distribution abroad, Promotora Expormex. It also has important alliances to support U.S. distributors, as this market accounts for 90% of its sales. With these strategies, the company has positioned itself not only in Mexico, but also in markets such as the United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, Colombia, El Salvador, and Australia. Titan Hoods products. Hoods, fenders, side fairings, extensions, grills, trims, and complementary parts. Products are supply drilled, bonded with adhesive, with all metal reinforcements and inserts so they can be properly installed. Several hood models are manufactured in sections, same as original equipment. Titan Hoods is a company known for meeting the market's specific needs. We have developed a broad line of specialized products such as T600, T2000, and International Day Cab conversion kits, aluminum hoods, T-cap door surround, cab doors, 36-inch and 42-inch sleepers. It also manufactures fiberglass products for different markets that are not part of the tractor-trailer parts industry, such as original parts for off-road vehicles sold in Australia, the United States, India, and Israel. Titan Hoods is a company that is constantly on the lookout for new projects that will open the door to any market where fiberglass products are manufactured. The main raw materials for its manufacturing processes are sandable gel coat, fiberglass roving and matte, orthophthalic and isophthalic polyester resins, acrylic and urethane high-tech adhesives. Titan Hoods technology. The company has the technology needed to manufacture each and every one of its products to meet the required quality standards. Titan Hoods manufacturing processes. Its manufacturing processes are open molding, a process where material is poured to the shape of a mold with a smooth exterior finish and with the interior visible as conventional fiberglass. Product thickness is controlled manually. Vacuum infusion. Vacuum infusion using the resin transfer molding RTM process. Vacuum infusion using the vacuum bagging process. Resin transfer molding RTM, a process based on an A mold and the B counter mold, where the calibrated moldable matting is placed over mold A and subsequently closed with mold B and vacuum sealed. Once the seal is assured, resin is vacuum injected, producing a final finish that is smooth on the inside and outside, with perfect control of product thicknesses. Vacuum bagging. This process is similar to RTM, except that the rigid B mold is replaced by a flexible B mold known as silicone bag. The final finish is very similar to RTM. Its equipment and processes make the Titan Hoods difference. For all these reasons, it offers a quality product for the composites market. Quality, continuous improvement, experience, trust, respect and commitment. Titan Hoods. Más de 30 años de experiencia en el mercado. Expertos en procesos con plástico reforzado con fibra de vidrio. Más de 30 años de fabricación, distribución y servicio. Más de 30 años de innovación y desarrollo en Titán. Tractocamiones y Representaciones es una empresa orgullosamente mexicana dedicada a comercializar, diseñar y producir partes de plástico reforzado, metales y termoformados para la industria en general, con especialización en la manufactura automotriz. En el año de 1977, Titán inicia su trayectoria en el campo de los tractocamiones. Primero como distribuidor de camiones nuevos, enseguida como un taller de reparación y reconstrucción de camiones y finalmente como líder en fabricación de productos de repuesto para equipo pesado. Desde entonces, su misión ha sido ser los fabricantes con mayor variedad y calidad en sus productos y ofrecer a sus clientes el mejor servicio que se requiera para su perfil de negocio. A través del constante desarrollo del personal, su capacitación especializada, el trabajo en equipo y un enfoque tecnológico, Titán ha logrado consolidarse como una de las principales compañías proveedoras de piezas de repuesto en el ramo del autotransporte, que busca día con día la mejora y el fortalecimiento continuo, teniendo siempre como objetivo la satisfacción del cliente. Es por ello que actualmente está trabajando en el proceso de certificación ISO 9001-2008 y en el desarrollo de Core Tools como APQP, AMEF, SPC, PIPOP, MSA. Así, mezclando la resistencia de la fibra de vidrio, la tecnología y el factor humano, es como ha logrado mantener su lugar dentro de esta industria cada vez más exigente y globalizada. Como estrategia de expansión de negocio, creó otra empresa mexicana que apoyan en la distribución de sus productos en el extranjero, Promotora Expormex. También cuenta con importantes alianzas para apoyar a distribuidores en Estados Unidos, ocupando este mercado un 90% de su venta. Gracias a ello, no solo se ha posicionado en México, sino también en mercados como Estados Unidos, Canadá, Puerto Rico, Colombia, El Salvador y Australia. Titán Productos. Cofres, salpicaderas, cubretanques, deflectores de aire, extensiones, parrillas, molduras y partes complementarias. Sus productos se surten barrenados, unidos con pegamento, con todos sus refuerzos e insertos de metal para que puedan ser correctamente instalados. Algunos modelos de cofres se surten seccionados. Titán es una empresa que se caracteriza por atender necesidades específicas del mercado, por lo cual ha desarrollado una amplia gama de productos especializados como tapas de cabina T600 T2000 International, cofres en aluminio, marcos de cabina, puertas para cabina, dormitorios de 36 y 42 pulgadas. Además, manufactura productos en fibra de vidrio para diferentes mercados que no se ubican en la industria de tractopartes. Por ejemplo, partes originales para automóviles todoterreno, vendidas en Australia, Estados Unidos, India e Israel. Titán es una compañía abierta, en constante búsqueda de nuevos proyectos que le permitan incursionar en todos los mercados de manufactura de productos en fibra de vidrio. Las materias primas principales para su manufactura son gel coat, fibra de vidrio moldeable tipo roving, resinas ortoftálicas e isoftálicas, pegamentos acrílico y uretano especializados. Titán Tecnología. Cuenta con la tecnología adecuada para manufacturar todos y cada uno de los productos con los estándares de calidad requeridos. Titán Procesos de Fabricación. Sus procesos de fabricación son moldeo abierto, proceso basado en molde A, en donde se vierte el material para dar forma a la pieza con el acabado exterior liso y con el interior visible a la fibra de vidrio convencional, controlando los espesores del producto manualmente. Infusión por vacío. Infusión por vacío por el proceso de transferencia de resina por moldeo, RTM. Infusión por vacío por el proceso de bolsa de silicón, vacuum bagging. Transferencia de resina por moldeo, RTM. Proceso basado en un molde A y el contramolde B, en donde se coloca la manta moldeable calibrada sobre el molde A. Posteriormente se cierra con el molde B y se sella a través del vacío. Una vez sellado, se inyecta la resina por medio de vacío. Esto permite que su acabado final sea liso en el interior y el exterior. Bolsa de silicón, vacuum bagging. Este proceso cuenta con la misma estructura del proceso de RTM, cambiando únicamente el molde B rígido a un molde B flexible, conocido como bolsa de silicón. El acabado final es muy similar al RTM. Su equipo y procesos marcan la diferencia Titán. Por todo esto, ofrece un producto de calidad en el mercado de composites. Calidad, mejora continua, experiencia, confianza, respeto y compromiso. Titán.
Lubrifiner's about and has been for 20 years is that when the customer calls in, they have their own private phone number, their own customer service rep that they're calling, and they know they're not going to get a recorder. They're going to get their customer service rep, and if they don't by chance, they're going to get their backup who is fully trained and can take care of them as well as their primary customer service rep. Our company truly is focused on the customer. When you develop a relationship with a customer like this, their need becomes your primary concern. You know them, you know you're going to be talking to them in the future, you've been talking to them in the past, so you do everything possible to help that customer. It's all about the customer, and I think our customer service reps do a great job. My name is Tom Cantwell. I am the customer service manager here at Lubrifiner. I have been with the company for 27 years.
We're very fortunate to have a staff of first-class engineers doing design work for Champion and staffing the engineering lab facility. Whatever our customer demands are, whatever our customer desires, we're going to provide that. We communicate with the customers on a daily basis. We provide data back to them during the developmental phases. Well, I think every employee that we have is proud to work for the company that provides Lubrifiner filters. We're known worldwide, and no matter where you go, you'll see Lubrifiner branded product. We're all proud of that and want to see the company thrive. I'm John Gaither. I'm Vice President of Engineering and Quality for Champion Laboratories, and we manufacture Lubrifiner filters.
This is the Illinois air filter manufacturing facility. About 90% of all the air filters come through these buildings. We are in the area where we do most of our urethane manufacturing. There are 7 air filter manufacturing lines in this facility. We make nearly every air filter, but we make panel filters, heavy-duty radial filters, light-duty radial filters, some conical filters, cabin air filters, some old round air filters like went on your 57 Chevy. We range about 12 million manufactured products. We also have some products that we repack into certain brands. So all told, about 18 million units. The people that work here are what make this place special. This company was founded right here in this community. This community is attached to this company. This company is obviously vital to this community. The folks here, they're really what makes us tick. There's a spirit of teamwork and continuous improvement. It's really what allows us to do what we do. I'm Zed Moore. I'm plant manager for the air filter manufacturing facility for Champion Laboratories and the Lubrifiner brand.
We're presently standing in the primary distribution center for Champion, 335,000 square foot facility located in Albion, Illinois. We distribute products from this location around the world and provide products to our satellite warehouses in Riverside, California, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, San Jose, Costa Rica, and Champ, Europe. The distribution center is responsible for warehousing, production, inbound material from our suppliers, and shipping it to our customers in a timely fashion. Service throughout the process is what drives us. My name is Wade Gillard. My position is Corporate Director of Distribution. I've been with Champion 36 years.
The customers have a real appreciation for Lubrifiner, the brand, the legacy of the brand, and that kind of bounces back onto our people. So when they see our customers take pride in the brand, our people kind of absorb that and mirror that back to the customers and everybody else. So it kind of works both ways. I think our customers get it from our people, and our people in turn receive it back from our customers. I think most of the people that work here, that's part of their own personal culture, going the extra mile. I've had a chance to work with the other sales directors and a lot of different people in different functions in the company. And the one thing that comes through on everyone I've worked with is that there's part of their character to want to do not just enough to get the job done, but do more. You know, of all the people I've had the pleasure to work with around here, that's the one trait I see that's common. My name is Hugo Morales. I'm the Director of International Sales for Lubrifiner.
The one thing that we have always worked with our organization and all of our employees on is creating the concept of service to the customer. And it starts in customer service, but it doesn't end with customer service. It involves the people on the manufacturing floor, it involves the people in distribution. Everybody has to be focused on the customer and delivering great value and service to them. Everybody in the organization is focused on servicing the customer. That's how we differentiate ourselves from a lot of the competition, by creating that great service and model for the customers. From the top of the organization down to everyone on the floor, everybody is very focused on the customer. Without a customer, we're not in business. And the message that we deliver to our employees is the greatest value that they can bring to the organization is servicing the customer every day.
Since 1944, Hogue Built has been the leader in providing premium products for the trucking industry. Best known for our 304 mirror-finished stainless steel fenders, Hogue Built products are handcrafted right here in the USA, giving you a quality that is second to none. With a variety of fenders including quarter, single, half tandem, and full tandem styles, nothing else can compare to a Hogue Built product. We are so confident that you are receiving the best possible product, our staff puts their signature of approval on each and every fender. In addition to our 304 mirror-finished stainless steel products, we also offer a value line of 430 stainless steel quarter fenders along with a full line of aluminum and steel fenders. Hogue Built fenders carry a unique look with our 3-inch side flange, the widest in the industry. At Hogue Built, we pride ourselves on the craftsmanship of all our products, so if you desire superior quality matched with the industry's best-looking stainless steel fenders, then you want Hogue Built on your truck. Hogue Built, the ultimate finish for trucks. Check us out on the web at hoguebuilt.com or give us a call at 1-800-421-1589.
Hello and welcome to Alltech Tanks, your best option for aftermarket high-quality diesel fuel tanks. Alltech has been manufacturing high-quality diesel fuel tanks for over 15 years, with our main focus being medium and heavy-duty trucks. We've always been committed to exceed our customers' satisfaction and fulfill their fuel tank needs by offering a wide range of products for all diesel truck applications. Alltech's available applications are Freightliner, Kenworth, International, Peterbilt, Volvo, Mack, and we manufacture fuel tanks for reefer trailers. Let's go and see how Alltech tanks are built. The first step of the manufacturing process is getting the best raw materials available. Since we are committed to extreme high quality, our suppliers are carefully chosen in order for us to obtain flawless aluminum sheets and to offer our superb quality fuel tanks. The alloy used to build Alltech tanks is the same alloy used by OEM manufacturers. We carry these alloys in 2 different thicknesses, both in 12 and 11 gauge. The connections and fill necks are manufactured using high-precision CNC laser cutters to allow accurate positioning and provide consistent quality control to eliminate any fitment issues. The welding processes are performed with the best in-house custom-designed machinery using high-quality MIG and TIG welding machines, all operated by our certified and well-trained staff. At Alltech, we know that a defective weld seam can cause fuel tank leakage, and this costs you money. It also allows for potential risk in the case of a collision or accident. That's why we inspect 100% of the welding seams in every single tank we manufacture. At Alltech, we take your safety very seriously. Once the welding seams are visually inspected, every tank goes through the leaking test. They are submerged in fluid while filled with pressurized air, and we look for potential leaks that would otherwise not be visible to the naked eye. If there are any signs of bubbles or leakage coming out of the tank, it immediately goes back through the process, gets re-welded, and is re-inspected afterwards. If a tank does not meet our high-quality standards, rest assured, it does not leave the factory. After the final inspection is completed, the last stage of the process is packaging the tank for shipment. Each tank is wrapped in plastic to protect them from scratching or scuffing, then packed inside a heavy double-walled cardboard box to make sure your new Alltech fuel tank arrives undamaged and in good condition. Now that we know how Alltech tanks are made, let's head on to the fun stuff, destroying tanks. Alltech tanks are regularly tested under the FMCSA regulations in order to guarantee our high-quality standards. Alltech tanks have always passed the destruction test with flying colors. For the drop test on an end cap, the tank was filled with water having a weight equal to the maximum fuel load and then dropped on one corner from 30 feet high, landing on a solid surface. No leaks were found. Then for the drop test on the filler neck, the tank was also filled with water, having a weight equal to the maximum fuel load, and dropped squarely on its neck from over 10 feet high onto a solid surface, and once again, no leaks at all on the Alltech tank. Now let's see what our customers have to say.
Hi, my name's Darren Adamson, and I own a fleet of end dumps out of Northwest Arkansas.
Well, we're adding this truck to our fleet, and we needed a split tank for half hydraulic, half fuel, and we come upon these people from Alltech, and they fixed us up with what we needed, and about half the price of dealer price.
Chad Blackwell here, the 07 Legacy Peterbilt. Brought it down here to Joplin, Missouri. 4 states, home of Chrome Shop Mafia, and did a full makeover on the truck, and had a 63-inch sleeper on. Now we have a 48, which set to smaller tanks, and the guys down at Alltech, it gives us exactly what we want as far as the measurements on the tanks to match the sleeper. They set it to where we can put our own aircraft filler caps in, and I mean, the wheels, the quality of the tanks.
Hey, this is Bobby Davis, Davis Construction, Columbus, Kansas. Wasn't too long ago we needed a fuel tank for our Kenworth, so we called up Alltech. They got us one in just a few days, had a great price, fit perfect.
Alltech built us a custom tank, half fuel, half hydraulic, just what we needed. Thanks, Alltech.
I mean, to me, we couldn't have went to a better place by choosing Alltech.
Alltech tanks got us fixed right up.
Alltech tanks, your best choice for high-quality diesel fuel tanks.